Have you ever been so head over heels for someone that you can't think of anything else? Well, that intense, all-consuming feeling is called limerence. It's more than just a crush. It's a state of being completely obsessed with another person. Specific sensory experiences, like their smell or the way they feel, can trigger this intense reaction. Limerence is driven by a flood of neurotransmitters in the brain, creating a powerful cocktail of emotions. But here's the real mystery. We still don't know the exact formula for a perfect match that sparks this intense feeling. Black panthers aren't a separate species. They're actually leopards or jaguars with melanism. This genetic condition causes their fur to be strikingly dark. About 11% of leopards exhibit this beautiful dark coloration. It's a stunning example of genetic variation within a species. In 2009, a man sued Pepsi after allegedly finding a dead mouse in a can of Mountain Dew. Instead of denying it, Pepsi's defense claimed that if a mouse had been in the can, it wouldn't have been recognizable. Pepsi argued that Mountain Dew is so acidic, it would have dissolved the mouse into a jelly-like substance within 30 days. That's before the product even leaves the factory warehouse. During the early space race, NASA wanted a family-friendly image, but most astronauts were ex-military types who swore like sailors. NASA sanitized footage and kept the worst offenders under wraps, but one astronaut was particularly bad. NASA turned to hypnosis and had a psychiatrist instill the urge to hum whenever he felt like swearing. Only one astronaut hummed his way across the moon, and that was Commander Pete Conrad. Some people seem wealthy without actually possessing significant capital. They might use borrowed funds or create an impression of wealth. Social media often plays a role in this illusion. It allows individuals to project an image of affluence even if it's not entirely accurate. The secret name of the toothpaste swirl. Ever notice that perfect swirl of toothpaste in ads? It's not just for show, it actually has a name. The Nurdle. Sounds funny, right? But here's the wild part. Companies have literally sued each other over who gets to use it in their commercials. Yep, the Nurdle is serious business. Shocking secrets, the horse-powered army. Think the German war machine was all tanks and trucks? Think again. Despite their high-tech image, only about 30 to 40% of the German army was actually mechanized. The rest? They relied on trains and, believe it or not, horses. Millions of them pulled supply wagons, artillery, and even troops across Europe. In fact, the German army used more horses in World War II than in World War I. So much for the unstoppable blitzkrieg. Bats are often misunderstood creatures, but they are truly remarkable mammals. They are the only mammals capable of true flight, possessing wings that are incredibly flexible and maneuverable. Unlike birds, bat wings are formed by a membrane stretched between elongated fingers. This unique wing structure allows bats to perform acrobatic feats in the air, catching insects with incredible precision. Many bat species also use echolocation to navigate and hunt in the dark. They emit high-pitched sounds and listen for the echoes to create a mental map of their surroundings. Before the rise of agriculture as we know it, before the widespread cultivation of crops, there was bread. In ancient Mesopotamia, archaeologists unearthed evidence of a bread recipe dating back 14,000 years. This discovery predates widespread farming by thousands of years, suggesting that our ancestors were experimenting with wild grains, long before they settled into agricultural societies. Imagine the ingenuity required to identify, harvest, and process these wild ingredients. The recipe likely involved grinding wild grains, mixing them with water, and baking the mixture over an open fire. This simple act, the creation of bread, laid the foundation for a staple food that would nourish civilizations for millennia to come. The world offers experiences that defy the ordinary, pushing the boundaries of human ingenuity and our relationship with the environment. These unique dark chocolate is actually good for you. In 2017, researchers found it improves blood flow and lowers blood pressure. It also reduces the risk of heart disease. In 2022, it was linked to better gut bacteria diversity. In 2023, researchers confirmed it can boost focus, memory, and learning. To top it all off, a 2024 study found that eating dark chocolate 5 times a week lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes by 20%. So don't feel guilty. Eat up for your health. The spicy secret of yellow mustard. Did you know classic yellow mustard wasn't always called that? Back in 1904, George J. French introduced it as cream salad mustard. Yep, that tangy, bright yellow staple on your hot dog had a fancy name. French's version stood out because he added turmeric, giving it that signature golden color. Fast forward to today, French's yellow mustard is a household name, but its spicy little origin story remains a hidden gem. Queen Elizabeth II's secret letter. And why can't anyone open it? There's a mysterious letter from Queen Elizabeth II locked away in Sydney, Australia. No one alive today knows what it says, and here's the twist. It can't be opened until 2085. Written for the people of Sydney, its contents remain a total mystery. No official explanation, no leaks, just a sealed envelope holding secrets from a bygone era. What could the Queen have written that must stay hidden for over a century? Guess we'll have to wait, or speculate. Betty Crocker wasn't a real person, she was a marketing invention. Back in 1921, General Mills created her as a friendly, trustworthy face for their baking products. They even had actresses voice her on the radio. Over the years, she got makeovers to match the times. But the truth never changed. Betty never baked a single cake. Just a clever illusion that made millions trust the brand. Lincoln's unmatched legacy. Abraham Lincoln isn't just a historical icon. He's a literary phenomenon. More books and articles have been written about him than any other U.S. president. From his leadership during the Civil War to his legendary speeches, Lincoln's story continues to inspire writers worldwide. With over 15,000 books dedicated to him, his legacy is inked into history like no other. Now, that's a presidential record worth reading about. Did you know your birth control could be messing with fish? Tiny amounts of estrogen from pills end up in rivers and lakes, and it's changing aquatic life. Scientists say that some male fish exposed to this hormone start developing female traits, even producing eggs. This hormonal imbalance threatens fish populations and disrupts entire ecosystems. Scientists are racing to find solutions, but for now, our meds are having unintended underwater consequences. Wild, right? The fastest wind ever recorded. In 1996, Cyclone Olivia unleashed a mind-blowing 254 miles per hour, that's 408 kilometers per hour, wind gust. That's the fastest non-tornadic wind ever recorded. This insane storm battered Barrow Island, Australia, setting a record that still stands till today. That kind of wind could rip roofs off, toss cars like toys, and turn everyday objects into deadly projectiles. Just imagine stepping outside in that chaos, if you could even stand. Nature's fury at its peak. Why one rotten apple ruins the whole bunch. One bad apple really does spoil the bunch. It's all thanks to ethylene gas, an invisible, odorless plant hormone that speeds up ripening. When one apple starts to rot, it floods the others with ethylene, triggering a chain reaction. Before you know it, the whole pile turns into a mushy mess. Want to keep your apples fresh longer? Store them separately from overripe fruits. Science can really save snacks. Scotland has an incredibly rich vocabulary for snow. With over 421 words, it highlights the cultural significance of snow in the region. This extensive lexicon reflects the importance of snow in Scottish life. It also showcases the deep connection between language and environment. There are as many as 15 states of matter, and scientists recognize at least 8. Plasma, ionic condensates, and quark gluon plasma are but a few. One of the absolute weirdest is the Bose-Einstein condensate, BEC, which forms when a gas is cooled to just above absolute zero. At that point, things get really strange. A BEC can flow without resistance and even climb the walls of a container. It defies our everyday understanding of physics. Why zoo animals can't eat your fruit? Did you know zoo animals can't eat store-bought fruit? It's way too sweet for them. Over decades, farmers have bred fruits to be juicier and packed with sugar. Great for us, but not for animals. But in the wild, fruits are fibrous and far less sugary. For zoo animals, modern fruit is like candy, causing weight gain, tooth decay, and even diabetes. That's why zoos swap it out for veggies or less sugary alternatives. So, next time you bite into a super sweet apple, remember, it's not what nature intended. The €0, the coolest worthless bill. Did you know there's a €0 banknote? Yep, it's real, but totally worthless. These officially printed souvenir bills showcase famous European landmarks, but you can't buy anything with them. Sounds pointless, right? Well, not to collectors. These notes are a hot commodity, selling for way more than, well, zero. Who knew a bill with no value could be so valuable? The hidden cave of giant crystals. Deep beneath Mexico's Naka mine lies a secret world. The Cave of the Crystals. Here, nature crafted some of the largest crystals on Earth. These massive selenite formations stretch over 36 feet, 11 meters, and weigh a staggering 55 tons. How did they grow so huge? A mineral-rich 136 Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius underground sauna nurtured them for hundreds of thousands of years. But beware! Without protective gear, you'd last less than 10 minutes inside. To protect these natural wonders, the cave has been re-flooded and sealed off. The world's first epic story. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest known epic poem, dates back to 2100 BCE. This ancient Mesopotamian masterpiece follows King Gilgamesh of Uruk on a thrilling journey of friendship, danger, and the ultimate quest for immortality. Packed with gods, monsters, and deep life lessons, it's basically the original action-adventure story. More than just an epic tale, it gives us a rare glimpse into the beliefs and values of one of history's first civilizations. The world's smallest mammal. Did you know that the Etruscan shrew is the world's smallest mammal? This speed demon of the animal kingdom weighs less than a teaspoon of sugar, just 1.8 grams. But don't let its size fool you. This tiny terror devours twice its body weight daily just to stay alive. Its heart? A blur, pounding at 1,511 beats per minute. That's 25 beats per second. And despite its size, this mini beast is a ruthless predator, hunting insects and even small vertebrates with lightning-fast reflexes. Small? Yes, but absolutely savage. The only known survivor of the Titanic. Lillian Asplund was just 5 when the Titanic went down in 1912, taking over 1,500 lives. She, her mother, and her brother Felix made it onto a lifeboat. Only 705 people survived that night. But tragedy struck her family hard. Her father and 3 brothers were lost to the icy Atlantic. Lillian lived until 2006, carrying the last living memory of that fateful voyage. A haunting reminder that history isn't just dates and numbers, it's real people, real loss, and real survival. The world's largest snow maze. Did you know that Manitoba, Canada, boasts the world's largest snow maze? Located in St. Adolphe, just south of Winnipeg. This impressive labyrinth covers over 30,000 square feet, approximately 2,787 square meters. Each winter, a maze in corn reconstructs this massive maze, attracting thousands of visitors who come to navigate its snowy paths, admire intricate snow carvings, and enjoy additional attractions, like snow slides and bonfires. It's a must-see destination for winter enthusiasts seeking a unique adventure. The strongest bite in the animal kingdom. The Australian tiger beetle boasts the most powerful bite relative to its size in the animal kingdom. This tiny predator can snap its jaws shut with incredible force, allowing it to catch and crush prey efficiently. Its mandibles are like long, curved swords with daggers sticking out of them, enabling it to dismember its prey as it consumes it. Additionally, the Australian tiger beetle is the fastest-running insect, capable of reaching speeds up to 2.5 meters per second. This combination of speed and jaw strength makes the Australian tiger beetle a formidable hunter in the insect world. The longest migration of any mammal. Did you know that gray whales undertake the longest migration of any mammal on Earth? Each year, these incredible creatures travel over 12,000 miles round trip, journeying from their feeding grounds in the Arctic's Bering and Chukchi Seas to the warm breeding lagoons of Baja California, Mexico. This epic voyage not only showcases their remarkable endurance, but also their precise navigation skills, as they traverse vast stretches of ocean to reach their destinations. Lake of Stone. The alkaline lake that preserves animals. In Tanzania's Rift Valley lies Lake Natron, a surreal red lake that looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. Its eerie beauty comes from cyanobacteria thriving in its highly alkaline waters, with a pH near 10.5. This lake is just extreme. Animals that wander in become calcified, preserved like stone statues. Yet for flamingos, it's a safe haven. They've adapted to the caustic waters, using them as a predator-free nursery. But now, this rare ecosystem is at risk. Proposed developments could disrupt its fragile balance. Will nature's graveyard survive? Your brain's coolest secret. Ever wondered why we yawn? Turns out it's not just about being tired. Scientists think yawning helps cool your brain, keeping you sharp and alert. But here's the wild part. It's contagious. If you see someone yawn, chances are you will too. It's not just a reflex, it might be a way humans bond socially without even realizing it. So, next time you yawn, remember, you're not just waking up your brain, you're connecting with those around you. The longest conflict in human history wasn't a single war, but a series of battles spanning centuries. The Reconquista, the struggle to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula, lasted nearly 800 years. Christian kingdoms relentlessly fought to push back Muslim rule, shaping the culture and borders of Spain and Portugal. Imagine the generations born into a state of constant warfare. Freshwater mussels have a bizarre start to life. Their larvae are parasitic, attaching themselves to the gills of fish. These tiny hitchhikers ride along until they mature into shellfish. This unusual method helps them spread to new habitats, ensuring the survival of their species. Forget drug-sniffing dogs. In China, police are employing a new kind of furry officers, squirrels. These highly trained rodents are used for their agility and sharp sense of smell. They can access tight spaces that dogs can't, making them surprisingly effective at detecting contraband. Seagulls are endangered in New Zealand. Seagulls are everywhere, right? Surprisingly, some species in New Zealand are facing extinction. Despite their worldwide abundance, certain seagull populations in New Zealand have dwindled to fewer than 100,000 individuals. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect these vulnerable birds. World War II saw soldiers of all shapes and sizes, but one stood head and shoulders above the rest. Jakob Nacken, standing at a staggering 7 feet 3 inches, 2.21 meters, was the tallest soldier in the German army. His imposing height must have been quite a sight on the battlefield. Imagine the challenges he faced with standard-issue equipment. Coca-Cola is a global phenomenon, but its origins are far from what you might expect. John Pemberton, a Confederate officer, originally created Coca-Cola as a medicinal tonic. His intention was to cure morphine addiction, a common ailment among veterans. It's a far cry from the sugary beverage we know today. Think you're protected by that lead apron during X-rays? Think again. Studies suggest that covering patients with lead aprons during X-rays doesn't actually reduce exposure. In fact, it might even increase radiation scatter, potentially doing more harm than good. Medical practices are constantly evolving as we learn more. Remember Woolworths, the iconic department store? It never actually went out of business. The company simply rebranded. Its most profitable division, Foot Locker, became the new company name. So, in a way, Woolworths is still around, just in a different form. Florida's Everglades are under siege by an unexpected predator: Burmese pythons. Introduced through the pet trade, these massive snakes have devastated the local wildlife. They eat everything from rabbits to deer, and they have no natural predators in the Everglades. This ecological disaster highlights the dangers of introducing non-native species. The inventor of the Learjet, Bill Lear, wasn't just a pioneer in aviation. He also created the 8-track cassette tape in the 1960s. Talk about a diverse skill set. When entomologist Rudiger Wiener took a closer look at dragonfly wings under an electron microscope, he found something incredible. Tiny branching tracheal tubes deliver oxygen inside the wing itself. This means dragonfly wings aren't just passive structures, they are biologically active in ways we never imagined. It could even explain their striking blue color, especially since there's no actual blue pigment in their wings at all. Sand tiger sharks have a weird trick up their fins. They fart. Well, sort of. Unlike most sharks, they gulp air at the surface and store it in their stomachs. When they need to adjust their depth, they release it in a burst, like an underwater fart. This quirky skill helps them hover motionless, sneaking up on prey without sinking. Nature's got some bizarre survival hacks, and this one's definitely gas tactic. In 2021, a woman from Mali shocked the world by giving birth to 9 babies at once, non-euplets. This incredible feat set the record for the most surviving infants in a single birth. Imagine caring for 9 newborns at the same time. Diapers, feedings, and endless cuddles. Doctors initially expected 7, but 2 surprise babies made history. Talk about the ultimate parenting challenge. Sharks are nature's stealthiest predators. Unlike other marine creatures, they don't make a single sound, ever. No roars, no clicks, nothing. Instead, they rely on body language and an incredible sixth sense called electroreception to track prey and communicate. They can detect the faintest electric signals from fish hiding in the sand, making escape nearly impossible. With no need for noise, sharks rule the ocean in complete, deadly silence. Ever wonder why some people faint when they see a needle? It's called vasovagal syncope. Basically, your body's stress response drops your heart rate and blood pressure all at once. This sudden change can make you feel lightheaded and even pass out. So, next time you feel woozy at the doctor's office, blame it on your body's overreaction to stress. It's a common, yet fascinating physiological response. NASA only needs 40 digits of pi to measure the entire universe's circumference. With this tiny number, they can map the cosmos with mind-blowing precision, down to the width of a hydrogen atom. That's how powerful math can be. It's a testament to the elegance and efficiency of mathematical principles in understanding the vastness of space. The legendary Riff from Seven Nation Army was almost a James Bond theme. Jack White originally saved it for a Bond film, but he ended up using it for his own iconic track. Interestingly, he later wrote the actual theme for Quantum of Solace in 2008. Talk about a musical twist! It's a fascinating glimpse into the creative process and how iconic melodies can take unexpected paths. Did you know that Rooster's crowing hits a shocking 140 decibels? That's louder than a jet engine. But here's the cool part. They've got a special muscle that shuts off their ears when they crow. This clever trick saves them from going deaf. Nature's got some seriously smart designs. It's an incredible example of adaptation and self-preservation in the animal kingdom. Mattel's vibrating Harry Potter broomstick was marketed for kids to fly independently. But when adult shops in Times Square started selling them as novelty items, things took a wild turn. The product quickly vanished from shelves. A marketing misstep? Maybe. But it's a scandal that had fans and even Mattel flying off the handle. It's a humorous reminder of how marketing strategies can sometimes backfire spectacularly. I bet you didn't know Popeye was based on a real guy. Frank "Rocky" Fiegel, a tough, pipe-smoking fighter from Chester, Illinois, had a legendary chin and a solid build. Born in 1868, he was famous for brawling, but he also had a soft side, often sharing treats with kids. His unique look and larger-than-life personality caught the eye of Popeye's creator, E.C. Sagar, who grew up in Chester. That's how Fiegel's quirky traits ended up shaping the iconic sailor we all know and love. Watches and advertisements often display the time 10:10. This is done to create a visually pleasing face that resembles a smile. The 10:10 position also avoids obscuring the brand logo. It ensures the brand is clearly visible and recognizable. Birds, masters of the sky. Birds are nature's ultimate symbol of freedom. With their colorful feathers and effortless flight, they dominate the skies like no other. Found in every corner of the world from icy Antarctica to scorching deserts, these winged wonders have evolved into over 10,000 species. Whether it's the mighty eagle soaring high or the tiny hummingbird hovering in place, birds have perfected the art of flight. Which animal came first, the sponge or the comb jelly? This seemingly simple question has huge implications for understanding the origin of all animals. The answer reveals crucial insights into the early stages of animal evolution. A 2017 study suggests that sponges predate comb jellies. This means that sponges branched off the evolutionary tree approximately 750 million years ago, making them one of the oldest animal lineages on Earth. Alcohol might be making our brains more vulnerable to drug use. A 2017 rat study revealed a concerning link between alcohol consumption and cocaine addiction. The study found that alcohol consumption increases vulnerability to cocaine addiction. Rats that consumed alcohol sought cocaine more often than those that didn't. This suggests that alcohol can prime the brain for addiction to other substances. In the control group, rats that only had water tried to get cocaine only 18 times. This starkly contrasts with the alcohol-consuming group. This mirrors compulsive behavior seen in about 25% of human cocaine users. Alcohol may break down proteins in the brain's reward center, making it more susceptible to addiction. However, the exact gateway mechanism is still a mystery that scientists are working to unravel. Understanding this connection could lead to better prevention and treatment strategies. The state of matter that breaks the rules. Imagine a state of matter so bizarre it seems to defy the laws of physics. That's the Bose-Einstein condensate, or BEC. BEC is a state of matter formed when certain materials are cooled to near absolute zero. At these incredibly low temperatures, atoms behave in unusual ways. BECs exhibit properties that are unlike anything we see in everyday life. For example, they can flow without any resistance. Even more strangely, they can climb the walls of a container. BECs offer a glimpse into the quantum world and continue to fascinate scientists. The coolest ice cream facts you never knew. Did you know Thomas Jefferson was an ice cream trendsetter? He's credited with writing the first ice cream recipe in America. And Dolly Madison? She made history by serving ice cream at her husband's inaugural ball. But here's the real kicker. Back in the 19th century, chefs experimented with wild flavors, including asparagus. The lion's mane. A male lion's mane isn't just for looks, it's a symbol of power. The bigger and darker the mane, the stronger and more dominant the lion is. Some lion's manes grow up to 16 centimeters, about 6 inches long. But did you know that not all male lions have them? In Kenya's Tsavo National Park, these Tsavo male lions are called maneless lions, and they rule the land. Scientists believe it's an adaptation to extreme heat, since thick manes can trap heat. Whether they have flowing locks or bare necks, these kings of the wild always command respect. Why is a bicycle called a bicycle? Ever wondered why it's called a bicycle? The name is a perfect fit. Bi means two, and cycle means wheel, so quite literally, it's a two-wheeler. Unlike other vehicles, a bicycle runs purely on human power. You pedal, the wheels spin, and off you go. Simple, efficient, and one of the greatest inventions for getting around. Prepare to be amazed by Creme Puff, the oldest cat on record. An extraordinary feline lived to be an incredible 38-year-old. Creme Puff's owner, Jake Perry, clearly knew the secret to a long and happy cat life. Her diet consisted of cat food, broccoli, turkey bacon, coffee with cream, and even a little red wine. While this diet might seem unusual, it clearly worked for Creme Puff. She holds the Guinness World Record for the oldest cat ever. Eyeglasses, a stylish Spanish twist. Italy may have invented spectacles, but Spain revolutionized how we wear them. In the 1600s, Spanish craftsmen created the first eyeglass frames, using silk ribbons or string to secure them over the ears. When missionaries introduced them to China, an upgrade followed. Tiny metal weights at the ends of the strings kept the frames steady. A small tweak that shaped how glasses evolved. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more mind-expanding content. And don't forget to comment, it really helps our channel. Did you know sugar can weaken your immune system more than steroids? It's true. When you eat sugar, it hits your bone marrow and in just 45 minutes slows down white blood cell production. These are your body's infection fighters. What's even crazier is that sugar's effect is stronger than prednisone, a drug used to suppress immunity. So that soda or cookie? It might taste good, but it's not helping you stay healthy. New Zealand had no native land mammals. Before human arrival, the only land mammals were 3 species of bats. Every other mammal in New Zealand today was introduced by humans. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and also the smallest planet in the solar system. But what makes Mercury unique from other planets? The small and cratered planet does not have any moons, and it races around the Sun faster than any other planet in the solar system. That's exactly why the Romans named it, after their speedy messenger god. McDonald's once sold deep-fried apple pies. Until 2018, some Florida locations still offered the original crispy version. Now, all McDonald's apple pies are baked, but they're not necessarily healthier. People with bipolar disorder are more likely to smoke, use alcohol, have a physical health condition, and experience difficulties in accessing healthcare. Darth Vader and Princess Leia never met. James Earl Jones, Darth Vader's voice, and Carrie Fisher, Leia, never crossed paths in person until 2014, on The Big Bang Theory. Sharks in the River Thames. Did you know at least 5 shark species call London's River Thames home, including the venomous spur dog, which has venomous spines? Rubbish Island. Thilafushi is an artificial island in the Maldives, commonly known as Rubbish Island. Thilafushi receives over 330 tons of trash every single day. That's more than 120,000 tons a year. And it's not just local waste. A big chunk of it comes from the tourism industry that the Maldives depends on. Did you know that axolotls can regenerate their brains? These remarkable salamanders can regrow not just limbs, but also spinal cords, hearts, and even parts of their brains, making them a focus of regenerative medicine research. Olympic gold runs in the McGee family. NBA player JaVale McGee and his mother, Pamela McGee, are the only mother-son duo to have won Olympic gold medals. You know that stinging red-eye feeling after a swim? Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's urine. When urine mixes with chlorine, it creates chloramine, which is much harsher than chlorine alone. That strong pool smell we associate with cleanliness? That's chloramine too. The more it smells like chemicals, the more likely it's full of... Well, you get the idea. Think about that next time you dive in. Disney parks are a prime spot for illegally scattering human ashes, especially at the Haunted Mansion. Employees have a special code for it. HEPA cleanup, named after the high-powered vacuum they use. Scientists are digging up viruses that have been frozen for millennia. Digging things out of ice never ends well. Scientists revived a 48,500-year-old virus that was still infectious in 2022. It's called a Pandora virus Yodoma. And while it only infects amoebas, the fact that something can survive that long is unsettling. Digging up history is one thing, but digging up something that might not be done with us is another. Canada boasts more lakes than any other country in the world. In fact, it has more lakes than all other countries combined. This makes Canada a true paradise for nature lovers. It's also a haven for those who enjoy water sports and outdoor activities. Some old clocks write the Roman numeral for 4 as 3 lines instead of the correct line before the V. This is done for symmetry and aesthetic balance. This tradition dates back to ancient times. It adds a unique visual element to the clock face. Did you know that salty water and fresh water can drown you in 2 completely different ways? Statistically, 90% of drownings happen in fresh water, and it all breaks down to a little bit of chemistry. Fresh water is closer in composition to human blood, so when inhaled, it quickly enters the bloodstream through osmosis, diluting the blood so much that cells burst, leading to organ failure in just 2 to 3 minutes. Salt water, however, thickens the blood rather than diluting it. The process takes 8 to 10 minutes, giving you a better chance of survival. So, while the ocean may look scarier, fresh water is actually more dangerous. Did you know your brain has about 30 seconds of oxygen if a plane loses pressure? If the cabin suddenly loses pressure, the air at high altitude is so thin that your brain only gets 30 to 45 seconds of oxygen before you start to black out. You'll feel euphoric, then dizzy, then unable to make decisions before losing consciousness completely. High-altitude air is freezing, minus 60 degrees Celsius, or minus 76 degrees Fahrenheit, and the decompression comes with howling winds and flying debris. Had too many cups of coffee? You're not just jittery. Caffeine can actually trigger hallucinations. Studies show that excessive caffeine boosts cortisol levels, increasing stress and making your brain more prone to seeing or hearing things that aren't really there. So, if your fourth cup has you spotting shadowy figures or hearing whispers, it's not just your imagination, it's science. Maybe it's time to switch to decaf. When plants sense they're being eaten, they release a chemical into the air that attracts the attacking insect's natural enemy. The predator swoops in and takes care of the problem, and the plant lives to photosynthesize another day. It's basically the plant kingdom's version of getting your older sibling to take care of the school bully. Nature is genius, and plants are smarter than we give them credit for. Every time you smell something, tiny molecules from that thing are making their way into your nose. That amazing scent of fresh-baked cookies? Tiny molecules from those cookies are literally entering your nose. Sadly, every smell works the same way. So when you catch a whiff of something awful like poop or rotting meat, little bits of that are in your nose too. Enjoy the cookies, but maybe hold your breath around the garbage. The past whispers secrets, etched in stone and buried beneath the sands of time. These remnants of bygone eras offer tantalizing glimpses into the minds and capabilities of our ancestors. Imagine sprawling geoglyphs etched across the Peruvian desert, so massive they can only be truly appreciated from the air. These are the Nazca lines, a collection of hundreds of figures depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes. Visible only from above, their purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Were they sacred paths for ancient rituals? Star maps charting celestial events? Or perhaps, as some speculate, messages to the gods or even guides for extraterrestrial visitors? Whatever their true meaning, the Nazca lines stand as a testament to the advanced capabilities of the Nazca people, who possess the knowledge and skill to create these enduring works of art. They demonstrate an understanding of geometry and surveying that defies easy explanation. Imagine checking into a hotel made entirely of ice. Every winter in locations like Sweden and Canada, these ephemeral structures rise from the frozen landscape, offering guests a truly unique experience. Rebuilt each winter, these ice hotels are architectural marvels, showcasing the artistry and engineering required to work with such a challenging material. Intricate ice sculptures adorn the walls, and the furniture is carved from solid blocks of ice. Guests sleep on beds made of ice. But fear not. Thermal sleeping bags provide ample warmth, ensuring a comfortable night's sleep despite the sub-zero temperatures. It's an experience that combines adventure, art, and a deep connection with the natural world. Stepping back and considering our place in the vast cosmos can be both humbling and awe-inspiring. The universe is filled with wonders that challenge our understanding of space, time, and our own existence. When we gaze at the sun, we are not seeing it as it is in that very moment. Instead, we are witnessing the sun as it was approximately 8 minutes ago. This delay is due to the time it takes for light to travel the immense distance between the sun and Earth. Light, despite its incredible speed, is not instantaneous. It takes time to traverse the vast emptiness of space. This simple yet interesting fact highlights the immense scale of the universe and the limitations of our perception. The light from distant stars may have traveled for millions or even billions of years to reach our eyes. We are essentially looking back in time when we observe the cosmos. The sheer scale of the universe is almost incomprehensible. Consider this. There are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches of Earth. Each star is a sun, potentially orbited by planets, some of which may harbor life. The possibilities are staggering. Our own solar system, with its 8 planets and countless asteroids and comets, is just a tiny speck in this cosmic ocean. The cosmos is vast, ancient, and filled with mysteries that continue to challenge and inspire us. Exploring its depths is a journey that will forever alter your perspective on our place in the universe. Nature is full of surprises, showcasing incredible adaptations and phenomena that defy easy explanation. From the microscopic to the macroscopic, the natural world is a constant source of wonder and discovery. We typically think of ice as a single substance, but under extreme conditions, it can exist in at least 17 different forms. These different forms of ice are created by varying the pressure and temperature, resulting in unique crystalline structures. Some of these exotic forms of ice are so dense that they sink in liquid water. Scientists believe that these forms of ice may exist on other planets and moons in our solar system, where extreme pressures and temperatures prevail. The study of ice continues to reveal new insights into the properties of matter and the diverse environments that exist throughout the universe. It's a reminder that even the most familiar substances can hold the most surprising secrets. George Aldrich has one of the weirdest jobs at NASA. He smells things before they go to space. By 2018, he had spent 44 years as a NASA chemical specialist. He even earned the Silver Snoopy Sniffer Award for his impressive nose. Bad smells in space can be a genuine issue. NASA has an odor panel. People who sniff test objects bound for space. Anything rated above 2.5 stays on Earth. Aldrich, who has tested over 800 objects, has been nicknamed NASA Neres or Nostradamus. But his personal favorite is nasal knot. Imagine a snake that can fly between trees. The paradise tree snake, found in Southeast Asia, has evolved a unique method of locomotion that allows it to glide through the air. When preparing to glide, the snake flattens its body, creating a wider surface area. It then launches itself from a tree branch, undulating its body to maintain stability and control its trajectory. While not true flight, this gliding ability allows the paradise tree snake to move quickly and efficiently through the forest canopy, escaping predators and hunting prey. It's a stunning example of adaptation and the ingenuity of nature. The world around us is not static. It is constantly changing, evolving, and transforming. These changes, both subtle and dramatic, shape our planet and our place within it. Our moon, a constant companion in the night sky, is slowly drifting away from Earth. This gradual separation has been ongoing for billions of years and will continue into the distant future. The moon's drift is caused by tidal forces between the Earth and the moon. As the moon pulls on Earth's oceans, it creates a bulge of water that exerts a gravitational pull back on the moon, accelerating it slightly in its orbit. Over vast stretches of time, this gradual acceleration causes the moon to move further away from Earth. Eventually, this will alter the appearance of the night sky, making the moon appear smaller and less prominent. Beneath the surface, hidden from view, lie marvels of engineering and ingenuity that often go unnoticed. These hidden structures play a vital role in the functioning of our cities and the preservation of our environment. Beneath the charming canals of Amsterdam lies a hidden labyrinth, the city's sewer system. Built in the 16th century, this intricate network of tunnels and pipes plays a crucial role in keeping the canals clean and preventing flooding. The sewer system collects wastewater from homes and businesses, transporting it to treatment plants where it is cleaned and purified. This prevents pollution of the canals and protects the city from the dangers of waterborne diseases. The Amsterdam sewer system is a testament to the ingenuity of early engineers and a reminder of the importance of infrastructure in maintaining a healthy and sustainable urban environment. It's a hidden marvel that keeps the city flowing smoothly. Coca-Cola's name comes from coca leaves and cola nuts. These ingredients provided a mild stimulant and caffeine. The exact formula remains a closely guarded secret. This contributes to the brand's mystique and enduring appeal. The world is brimming with wonders, both seen and unseen, waiting to be discovered. From the mysteries of ancient civilizations to the vastness of the cosmos, there is always something new to learn and explore. Now, it's your turn to delve deeper into these wonders. Ready to continue your journey of discovery? Subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing explorations of science, history, and the natural world. Leave a comment below sharing which wonder fascinated you the most and why. Share this video with your friends and family to spark their curiosity and inspire them to explore the extraordinary world around us. Click the link in the description to explore further resources and articles related to the topics discussed in this video. Don't just watch, explore. The world is waiting to be discovered. At SciFactsInfo, your go-to channel for fascinating and educational facts. From interesting trivia to mind-blowing discoveries, we deliver bite-sized content designed to entertain and inform curious minds. Whether you're a science enthusiast or just love learning something new, our rapid-fire facts and engaging lists will keep you hooked and eager for more.